Hi guys, this is Nemyinspired and I'm on my way to see the movie Dwindle. Guys, I've heard so much about this movie. It's featuring great Nigerian stars and I can't wait to watch it. And it's a comedy action filled movie, like it's something different from the normal Nigerian movie we see. So please guys, try to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment and like these videos as I bring you all the gist. Guys, love you.
So I'm going to be doing a movie review on the movie Dwindle. I came out to the cinema on the 16th of July, so I saw it yesterday and I just felt like, wow, my friends and other people need to hear about this movie. The movie is just basically about two Nigerian, a graduate who is Nedu, that is Chinedu, and his friend Buta, which was played to the tilt by the character Broda Shagi, and he killed it. Like he killed it. He gave that crazy ghetto vibe, that crazy ghetto vibe of whoa, as in who did it, that kind of a thing. As in, he really killed it. As in, he's a very good actor, I need to say. So both of them, we are living together, like trying to hustle, like most Nigerians are. We are just trying to hustle to make something out of themselves. So the Chinedu is a graduate, and he has been looking for a job. He managed to get a job, and unfortunately for him, the state government banned tricycle, so he had to lose the job. So while they are doing all that, they both somehow dabbled into crime mistakenly, because the Buta stole somebody's vehicle and started using it for cab. And while they were doing the cab, they met with kidnappers, this and that, and in fact, they met with kidnappers who had kidnapped the governor, and also they also had a bag of money with them, and they were on the run. Then the officers who were indicted, that is Officer Tolani and Juliet, who were indicted, were also trying to escape too, because they know the consequences of that indictment. They were indicted because the kidnapping was carried under their watch. That's why they were indicted. So that's how the movie went. The kidnappers were caught, and everything ended up smoothly, like all Nigerian movies. So that is that about the synopsis of the movie. I don't want to give you comedy. Depicted cogent issues in the society. It was wow. Like the people that were selected were really wow. Broda Shagi really killed it. He was giving this crazy vibe, and Funke Akindele Bello, she killed her role. She also did. She was spectacular. Then Bisola too was spectacular. She acted as an officer. This pepperempe type of officer. That was free-minded, but she knows her onions. But she just knew that the Nigerian society does not favor women, so she just resigned to her fate. Then the Nedu guy was just the the soft guy, a graduate. He felt he was better than a life of crime, but unfortunately he was introduced to that life of crime. So that's that about the Nedu guy. The cast was good, I have to give it to them. Another aspect I love about that movie is that they represented Nigerian police in a more serious light. You know what, this mentality of Nigerian police as people that are always standing on the road collecting 20 naira. The Nigerian police in most movies, especially Nigerian movies, they are represented as people that don't know what they are doing, people that are just standing on the road looking for 20 naira. Before you know what, you see them pissing by the roadside, without any sense of duty. But this movie, in fact they tried in representing the Nigerian police as people that really had that really carry out investigative duties, though they were impeded by government's interference and all that. But they try to investigate, try to carry out duties, and I think it's something that I will give them an applause for, because they represented the Nigerian police in a good light. I have to say, for the location of the movie, the location was very, very, very nice, as in the way they got their locations. The Broda Shagi and Nedu's house, like when you see that house, you know that this is a real ghetto. You understand? Uncompleted building. It represents what an average Nigerian young person is suffering. You cannot tell me that somebody is unemployed and the person is living in two-bedroom flat. It doesn't make any sense. This is not the average Nigerian reality. When you are unemployed looking for something to do, you always stay in a bad location because you don't have any help. So I think the location was good. Then the way the police offices were structured, it was so matured. Not this kind of you come and meet a counter, and people will be saying nonsense. They had office, they had the computers. So I really love that about the locations that were used in the movie. The locations were very, very good. They were well thought out. They were also very, very realistic. Yes, like the governor's lounge. If you see it, yes, this is the governor's lounge. I also loved how the movie represented the Nigerian realities. Like that issue of protest when Nedu lost his job and they had to do protest. He was not interested in the protest, but they pushed him into the protest, just like most Nigerian youths. Many people that go out for protest are not actually interested in protest, but this peer pressure, if you don't join us, hey, this, that, they pushed him in the protest, and he was even paraded almost like a criminal, and that is what happens. They were protesting peacefully. We've seen what happened during the NSAS. They were protesting very peacefully, but the police came and they arrested them. They had to parade them as if they were criminals, and they were not. They were just protesting for their rights. So you can see that is something that happens in Nigeria on a daily basis. People will come out to protest and they will be labeled as criminals. That was something that really depicted the Nigerian reality. You also see the issue of corruption. You can see the governor. He was negotiating with the Russians the Lebanese to come and dump refuse, the very toxic material in his state. He was not even interested in the after effect of such issues. What he was just interested in is the gain he will get. So we can see such issues. They've been played out severally in Nigeria. The Niger Delta situation is a very good example how some corrupt political officers will just negotiate with the white people. They'll be using the land without recompensing the citizens of that land. So that's just something that I've played out. So now for the questionable aspect of the movie. All Nigerian movies, you have this you have this happy ever ending. Everything goes well. The villain is caught and punished. The good people are rewarded and all that. But we know that's not what happened in real life. So we can see where the governor was caught. And he was apprehended for corruption. Then the chief kingpin of the kidnappers was shot too. Then even some of his accomplices were also shot. Then the one that I was not comfortable with and I did not really support was the Nedu and the Buta guy. You understand? Initially they were no accomplice to the crime, but at a point they participated in the crime. So I felt that they should be punished. But I was so surprised when the Buta was rewarded. He now became a very big boy, multi-millionaire. Then the Nedu used the stolen wealth that both of them got to marry his long-time girlfriend, who is from a very rich family. So I felt that no, that's not realistic. I felt that in a normal situation, that wealth is stolen. They should have been retrieved of it, but that is my personal opinion. So that's why I said that, like most Nigerian films, you have all this unrealistic ending when everything becomes very okay. So that's just what I don't like about the movie. So that another scene I felt that was not realistic was when the kidnappers boarded their taxi. So when they got to a stop, the kidnapper guy had the governor through some charms or something. He kept the governor in the boot of the taxi. So I agree with that one because charm is possible in Nigeria. Then the bag of money, like 3.5 million or thereabout, was kept with him. So when he was going out to see somebody, he left the money there. Initially, when I saw that scene, I was like, maybe this money that he left there was a trap, maybe to catch the guys, or maybe he wanted to use their taxi and he wanted to use that money to just trace them. I was so surprised that the money was a mistake. We know that, you and I know that most all these criminals, they don't make such mistakes. No criminal will leave 3.5 million in your taxi and go out and to do anything. They don't do that. So when that mistake was made and he had to leave, he left and he went to see his accomplice and all that. And he wasted so much time. Somebody that kept amount of money in a vehicle, why will you waste so much time? So they had all the whole time in the world to check the bag. They had the whole time in the world to deliberate and know what was in the bag, and they now decided to run away with the bag. So that particular scene of the movie, I don't really agree with it. I felt it's not no sensible person. That kidnappers are not stupid. Most criminals are very smart people. So that was the scene that I did not agree. So they had to run away with the money and the governor. So that particular scene, I did not really agree with it. But in general, that movie it was wow, it was very, very nice, and it's a very good movie to watch. So I will recommend you to watch it, and please try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Try to like this video and leave a comment. When you do this, you encourage me to post more, but when you don't do that, I will not be encouraged to post more. So thank you very much for watching. I'm your girl Nemyinspired. So see you next time.